Hello, I'm doing another one of these. I will be reading Madalena's fic, Home Cooked. Madalena has reacted to my fics, and so I thought I would return the favor when I found out that they have their own. My sprite's gonna look a little different also because I cut my hair recently, so now he's a little cutie pie who looks like me. The plot, or the summary is, oh yeah, pretty much Rhodey and Vincent are living together, and that's all I know. I'll put the tags up and the summary and stuff so that, you know, if you don't want to hear me read it because it's not your speed, whatever. But go read it yourself. Obviously, I'm going to put the fic on the screen and probably link to it in the description. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to yap throughout this, so let's save that for that. Chapter 1. Why is Vincent so weird? Period. A question we've all asked ourselves throughout, playing the game, reading theories, every ending, just like meeting him, yada yada. Hello, Rhodey. Why did you feel the need to bring all your luggage into the restaurant? It's just a backpack. Fascinating. Why is it in my restaurant? Well, see, the thing is, already their dynamic is, I assume this is Rhodey and Vincent. Already I think they are written so silly. I'm not gonna do voices because I'm bad at voices. I'm not gonna do all that. Why are you talking instead of getting out of here? I got kicked out of my apartment. You what? Yeah, I couldn't pay rent, so they evicted me, but that's okay. Well, you still can't bring your ugly backpack in here. Hey, it's not ugly. I need to see this backpack. Is it an ugly color, or is it, in my mind, it's like really beat up, like leather, because it's like the 60s. Backpacks were invented in the 60s, weren't they? At least school bags were. I had a whole conversation with my grandmother once about how she never used a backpack when she went to school, which was strange. I thought they were invented a very long time ago, but apparently not. It'll scare off customers. But I don't have a car to put it in. I can set it in one of the cabinets or the bathroom or something if you'd... My apartment's upstairs. I'll bring it up there. Oh, okay. Thank you. He does not sound pleased. Although there has never been a day in Vincent's life that he has been. Where do you plan on going after the shift, by the way? I don't know. I'm pretty strong and I never get sick, so I'll be fine on the streets for a little while. You can stay with me. Excuse me? You can stay in with me in my apartment if you want. I just know Vincent he's had dreams about this. And then he's like, oh my god, it's happening? It's actually happening? I'll expect you to clean, though, and cater all my guests. Sure, I'll stay with you. Thanks, boss. I'm serious about you cleaning. I know. I'm so sorry. My phone keeps going off. I don't know if you can hear it. I heart you, Izzy, but I will reply later. I love that he says, like, I expect you to clean and cater to all my guests. As if Rhodey doesn't do that. While not. I mean, I guess he doesn't clean Vincent's apartment, but he still caters to the guests. Does he get paid when he's not living there? Who knows? This is the worst idea I've ever had in my life. Why did I say yes to this? Rhodey looks up at Vincent, tugging at his uniform tie as the two walk up the restaurant stairs. Listen, I can like read as a character. I've been acting since I was 5. Oh, I can't do a narrator voice. But as the other man's face is blank, like always, even when he'd held that poor chef's face over the fire, his eyes had stayed blank. It's so creepy. Vincent unlocks the red door and opens it up for both of them to walk inside. And it's still the ugliest place Rhodey has ever seen, just like it had been when Vincent had called him for the party, in big air quotes. And real quotes. Okay, interesting. So... Oh, but this is a non-Vincent AU cannibal... Or, wait, whoa. This is a, like, Manona's alive, Vincent doesn't eat people AU, I believe. I'm looking at the tags again. La 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 la. Oh yeah, Vince Charbonneau is not a cannibal. At least not in this AU. AU, exclamation point. Alive Marianne Manon Vacher? I'm not French, but I know it's Manon. Okay, so I guess the timeline is just, it's generally set in Rhodey working there. He still has to stifle a cough at the mixed smell of a dozen different candles going on at once, just like he had to before as well. Ugh, this isn't right. Rhodey should be in his own apartment with Manon. Alright, Rhodey, you sleep on the couch. Vincent speaks in the same soft, emotionless voice he always has. The couch? Rhodey asks, a bit surprised. He kind of assumed Vincent wouldn't let him on his furniture. That's really funny, because I was going to be like, wow, I would have assumed Vincent had, like, a guest room with his big old house. But, like, it's an apartment, so, like, I get that. And, you know, when does Vincent have anyone over to, like, sleep over? But no, Rhodey's surprised that, you know, he's allowed on the furniture like a dog. Oh my god. They're doing construction and, like, trimming trees across the road, and there's no way anyone can hear it. But there's, like, chainsaws going on, and I heard the scariest squeal of metal outside, and it scared the shit out of me. That's awful. Oh, okay, Rhodey's... Vincent shoots him an absolutely venomous look as he locks the apartment door. Then he lets out a low laugh. He's locking the door? That makes sense. But if I were Rhodey, if my name was Rhodey Lamarre, I'd get the fuck out of there. Hell no. Did you want to sleep on my bed or something? Yes! Please! No. I love the couch. Rhodey, if you can't shoot, pass the ball. Rhodey plops down on the soft couch just to exasperate the point, feeling very sick at even the idea. Homophobic Rhodey arc goes tragic. He grabs his backpack from the glass coffee table where Vincent had put it and puts it on his lap. This is the best couch ever, he continues, not really paying attention to what he's saying. He so badly wishes he were anywhere else. I mean, it's one of the only things in here that isn't ugly. Excuse me? Vincent leans one hand against the green chair that is also hideous. His eyes narrowed. Oh, green. In his red ass apartment, he has, what is this, Christmas time? Yuck. You're also one of the things in here that isn't ugly. Ooh, nice save. He has that on lock. He says encouragingly, which makes Vincent roll his eyes. That's probably not the best sign ever, but it's okay. You're not exactly in a position to complain here, Rhodey, since I'm the only one who actually has an apartment. Rhodey opens his mouth and closes it and opens it again and then closes it. I don't know. I like that sequence of events. That makes me giggle. He does not have a comeback for that, so he just grimaces while Vincent walks smoothly past him, his bare feet making soft tapping sounds against the hardwood floor. Maybe the streets wouldn't have been so bad. I know Rhodey has gone through it, but just looking at him, I know he wouldn't survive a day on the streets. I can see him, like, sleeping and, like, living in his car, but the streets? Hell no. Rhodey waits until he can't hear any more footsteps or muttering from Vince before he finally lets out a small sigh of relief. Great. This is such a great situation to be in. He rests his head in his hands, running his fingers through his own red hair. Now he's living in the same building as Vincent, his boss, which might be a PR concern, or I mean an HR concern, who had held a chef's face in front of the oven's fire in the heat of a tantrum. This is gonna be fun. It's his own damn fault too. Maybe if he just tried harder with Manon, if he'd pick a different restaurant, everything would be fine right now. Or had he said something wrong? Maybe he shouldn't have taken her out to an expensive restaurant after all. Maybe he should have just taken a break, but he didn't want to lose her. He still doesn't. Rhodey. Holy shit! Rhodey presses him back against the couch, looking into Vincent's face, which is suddenly only mere inches away from him. And then they make out sloppy style. I'm not making this up. Now, the rest of the chapter is just about them making out sloppy style, and, oh, kiss, kiss, mwah. Alright, Josh. Where have you been? He squeaks out awkwardly, trying to pretend he's never been scared. I was changing clothes. Did you think I wear my uniform all the time? Vincent stands up straight, his hands clasped behind his back. He's currently wearing a pair of black pajamas. That reminds Rhodey. Shit, had he packed his night clothes? Anyways, I'm going to make dinner. And Vincent is close again. One of his pale, cold hands on Rhodey's shoulders. It's my favorite. I know it's not even a headcanon. It is fully, completely canon. But I love when people write and draw Vincent as being incredibly casually touchy. Usually only with Rhodey, I think. But, he is a cat. He just grabs, holds his shoulder and, gets up close to him. And it's, it's so fun. I love it so much. Oh, that's great. He feels a drop of sweat drip down his brow because Vince is so close. And he could hurt him in any way he wanted. And you are gonna eat every bit of it. You got that? Right. Of course. I love your cooking. Vincent gives an actual, genuine smile, then backs away, hopefully for good this time. What do you want to eat, by the way? Oh, I don't mind. Maybe we can get some fast food, or actually, I'll pick what we eat. You clearly have less taste than me. Banger line. That's really funny. I assume Rhodey knows he can't taste at this point, and I hope that hurts his feelings. And with that, Vince is gone again. Rhodey can hear the faint flicker of the stove turning on as he fully lays down on the couch, his backpack resting on his stomach. He's not exactly looking forward to Vince's meal. A good burger from Wimpy's sounds better than anything the professional chef can make. But hey, maybe he can give tips or something. What the hell is Wimpy's? Is that a thing? And Rhodey giving Vince tips on burgers, on cooking. I think as soon as Rhodey tries to give someone advice on cooking, shot between the eyes, no mercy, not deserved. Shrimp scampi is what Vince decides on, a meal that Rhodey, to be honest, has never had in his entire life. Well, it looks fine, if arrogant. Exactly what he expects out of Vince, pretty much. Speaking of Vince, the man is sitting on his green chair in the corner of the room, drinking a smoothie that can't be good considering the grimace on his lips. And, oh my god, every time I think about the smoothies Vince drinks, I am filled with so much sympathy for him. If he is so much stronger than I am, because if I had to drink those smoothies every day for the rest of my life, I would have murdered way more than 2 people. Rhodey looks back down at his food and takes a small bite. It's warm, and definitely not bad, if a little bland. Not that he can make it any better. Which is crazy considering you just offered to give advice, but you know, teach our own. Do you like it? When Rhodey looks up, he sees that Vincent has his eyes absolutely locked on him. Yowie style. He gulps, tapping his foot against the wooden floor. Yeah, but it still has a bit of, I don't know. Vince's expression becomes infinitely more intense. His eyes widening. Oh my god. I'm doing that again. Yeah, but it still has a bit of I don't know. Vincent's expression becomes infinitely more intense, his eyes widening, and Rhodey quickly trails off. I'm in the danger zone here. He chokes down another big bite with a smile. Amazingness to it. I am so smooth. Vincent doesn't respond. He just doesn't get your charm, Rhodey. You just gotta, let it slide, alright? He wouldn't know charm if it hit him in the face. If it stabbed him in the neck with a wine cork. So, what are you drinking? He takes another sip from the clear glass. It really doesn't look appetizing. The light brown substance is thick with many, many chunks in it. Almost like vomit. Vince gestures at Rhodey's plate absently, like that's an answer. That doesn't help. Vince sighs and then downs the rest of the gross liquid. Oh my god. It's shrimp scampi. Blended up. Oh my god. Ew! Oh my god. I don't even really like shrimp. Like, it's okay. But, like, the concept of blended shrimp. I mean, I don't know what's in shrimp scampi. I'll put it on the screen. Boop. Boom. I don't know. It doesn't sound like something I would enjoy. And then, like, you remove everything, like, all of the texture from it, and Rhodey almost spits out his food, as do I. It's... What? I mean, I know you didn't have the best taste, but I have no taste, Rhodey. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, but there's still texture there, and I would rather have the texture of shrimp, which is already disgusting, and the worst part of shrimp, than... Ugh. Yuck! Oh, yeah, right. Vincent had been serious about that. He really couldn't taste. But why not eat solid food? Since you're a chef and all, isn't it kind of a waste? Just never eat? Ugh, Verity, you are in, once again, the danger zone. You fool. Because everything is always the same to me. It always makes me sick. It's always disgusting. I get that. But, like, I don't know. Wouldn't it be fun to be like, instead of what flavor do I like the most, it's like, ooh, what texture do I like the most? Vince's dark eyes run up and down Rhodey's body in a way that makes his heart beat faster and faster and faster. Whoa! Oh my god! They're gonna yowie out! I'm gonna double check the tags later. Oh my god. Oh, I guess this could be read in a cannibal way. I was reading it in like they're gonna kiss way, not in like a he's gonna eat him way. Although, I won't be picky. Where am I? Oh, my bad. It's a little bit better to drink a smoothie than have to deal with the texture, but still it's awful. Vincent's face grows almost hungry. Shit, this is not a good topic. He's gotta stop this before it gets worse. That makes sense, Vincent. Brody looks back down at his food and continues eating it, despite not having an appetite. He wonders what that's like, not being able to taste. What even happens to make you not be able to taste, of all things? That is such a good point. Because I kind of hope it's never confirmed. Because I love reading all the different fics and theories on how people think he lost it. Every time I write a Dead Plate fic, which has been twice, I think I change it every time, because my current fic, I'm actually not going to spoil that, because I think that's like the most recent chapter I just posted. And I don't remember what the other one was, so that was a pointless venture. But like other fics I've read, it's like he's gotten a head injury, he's gotten terribly sick, he overdosed on something, he was forced to drink his mother's wine, and like as a young child, and like it made him, like it fucked him up. But because oh my god, I know what it is, I just can't pronounce it. Aguzia, whatever that is. It's so uncommon, not like permanently inability to taste is so uncommon that it's hard to pinpoint where it's from, especially developing it and not just being born without it. It's crazy. So I'm very interested to see what this author has in store. Thank God it's not Rhodey dealing with that. He stares out the expensive window into the night sky for the next several dead silent minutes. Oh my God, I cannot speak. He can still feel eyes on him. Rhodey hears Vincent get up with a small creak from his chair, but he doesn't particularly care enough to look. The man's probably just going to bed, thankfully. Hi, Rhodey, Vincent says, suddenly in front of him, his tone filled with much more affection than Rhodey ever heard from him before. Please kiss. Hi, Vince. His cold hands are on Rhodey's chin, gently tilting his face up to meet his dark eyes. What are you doing? And before Rhodey can say or do anything about it, he feels Vincent's tongue run across his cheek. Yeah, so I didn't bring this up earlier, but one of the tags is non-consensual licking and non-sexual licking. I was a little curious about that. I didn't think it would be chapter 1 that we found that, though. That's awesome. Holy fuck. Is both me and Rhodey's internalized thoughts. The wet, rough sensation glides across his face, sending a shiver down his whole body, and for a few seconds, everything seems frozen. His whole body stays completely still and tense as he stares into Vincent's eyes. Then the moment is broken by the sound of wine glass shattering as Rhodey shoves Vincent off of him into the coffee table. Rhodey gets up so fast, he doesn't even realize he's done it. Oh my god. What just happened? Did you just... That was disappointing. Vincent says, throwing Rhodey a handkerchief. Buddy, okay, Vincent, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, okay, Vincent? I get it, but, like, you gotta ask. You can't just go around licking people, man. Rhodey wipes the saliva off his face as fast as he can, still trying to process. What do you mean? I just hoped that maybe I'd be able to... Never mind. Vincent rubs his eyes, looking at the wall. Way too calm. Is this just an average night for him? I'm going to bed. Good night, Rhodey. Vincent's going to leave? You can't just... Good night, Rhodey. And Vincent is gone, leaving Rhodey to just stand there, panting. What did I just get myself into? And that was chapter 1! Woo! I liked it a lot. Oh, I think the dialogue is absolutely its strongest point. I mean, it's primarily dialogue. And I like that a lot. I think the interactions were really, really well written. Oh my god. Oh my god. The interactions were really, really well written. I'll definitely be reading the rest of it. 13 chapters and ongoing. Last updated June 2nd. Okay. That's pretty cool. Been a couple months now. Yeah. This is very cool. I am going to give him kudos, and I'm going to leave a comment, as all should do. Please. Yeah, please check this out. I will probably do other chapters as I read. Probably not gonna do every single one because there's 13 chapters, and these videos take like 3 to 4 days to make because I hate myself and I put my little guy down there. Although maybe for this, since it's mainly just me reading, I won't make him move. I'll just put the character sprites on screen so you know who I'm reading as, because, again, I don't do voices. I can act as the little characters and, like, give them emotion, but I'm not doing all that. Okay, hope everyone has a good day. Hope everyone has a good Pride Month. You know, rodent. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. I don't think so. Okay. Bye.